The Grizzlies have arguably the most entertaining young core in all of basketball right now, and we're going to hop into how they look not only in this season but the future. If you are looking for more content like that, NBA related content every single day, make sure you subscribe and you hit the post notification button so you know when I'm dropping your favorite team or the team that you're interested in. We're doing these outlooks every day, guys. I really appreciate you guys killing the last video, the Washington Wizards rebuild with Russell Westbrook. I super appreciated that, guys. If we could break some more records on this video, we can keep the momentum going. I'd really appreciate that. So I'm going to hop right into this video, talking about the Memphis Grizzlies. Obviously, this team is super young, super interesting. They have a lot of different ways to kill you, and we're going to talk about it all in today's video. So I'm going to go through the lineups first. At the 1, obviously, super athletic point guard of the future, Ja Morant. Dylan Brooks at the 2 can shoot the lights out, still pretty young. Kyle Anderson, a great vet, 3-and-D player. Jaren Jackson Jr. can jump out of the gym. If he can stay healthy, this guy is a great power forward. Go check out my top 5 list. You'll see him and Ja in those. Jonas Valanciunas, a great stretch center. And then off the bench, they have a pretty solid bench. I like this bench unit because they have so much playmaking. So you'll see that right now. Tyus Jones, DeAnthony Melton, Justice Winslow, and Brandon Clark. They don't have a for sure 5. They have Gorgie Dang, but he's just garbage and they never play him. So we're going to attack the starting lineup first. That starting lineup can kill you in a lot of ways. Something they are missing a little bit of is defense. That's something that I'd like to see them improve on. Obviously, Jaren Jackson and Kyle Anderson are pretty solid defenders, but outside of that, Ja, Dylan, and Jonas Valanciunas need to get better. But on the offensive side of the ball is where they really kill you. Ja Morant can slice you in any way. He's a great playmaker. He's starting to be able to hit the 3 ball. Dylan Brooks will torch you from 3. Jaren Jackson can jump out of the gym. He's working on his 3. He's got a great post game. Then Jonas Valanciunas will be an amazing stretch center for you. He'll put up 15 and 10 with 3 threes. He's an awesome player to have on your team. So in that regard, especially offensively, Memphis is a team to be reckoned with as they develop. I expect to see Ja Morant take a great leap here. I really loved his game. And then Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, those guys will stay more of the same. But if Jaren Jackson can stay healthy, this team has a deadly 1-2 punch in Ja and Jaren Jackson that every team in the league needs to be scared of. Plus, they are retaining Jonas Valanciunas for at least 2 more years to just stretch the floor out, create more spacing for Ja and Jaren. So definitely good for them. Then on the bench unit, something I like about it, I mentioned it before, is playmaking. Point guard Justice Winslow, a small forward. You got Tyus Jones. Brandon Clark is an amazing shooter for his size. Tyus Jones can shoot the rock. DeAnthony Melton is small, but he can jump. He's like a mini Ja, basically. He's not even close to as good. But this team is pretty complete. If I were them, they're making moves to get a defender, maybe at the 2, maybe move Dylan Brooks to the bench and get another 3-and-D guy. I would have liked to see them pick up Rocco to kind of just be an upgraded Kyle Anderson. They couldn't get that deal done. That went to Portland. But this team has the pieces right now. If they can develop, Ja is going to develop into the number 1 point guard in the league, in my opinion. Jaren Jackson is going to be the number 4 power forward, in my opinion. With that, over the next 3 years, this team will really become a deep, deep threat. Because you look at the top of the West, those teams are aging. I mean, LeBron, by the time his contract is up, he just signed an extension today. If you missed that, he'll be 40 years old. This is aging, and the new wave is coming in, and they're coming in the worst teams in the conference, and they are picking them straight up. And this is a perfect prime example of that, where JJJ and Ja Morant pick up this franchise, revitalize it, and make some serious playoff contenders. They barely missed it last year. It'll be tough to say if they get in this year because of how deep the West is. But you can for sure over the next 3 years lock them in. I think this is their last bubble year left to be like, did they make the playoffs? After this, I feel like they're locks. I think Ja is going to be the best point guard in the league. He's going to be competing for MVPs. Jaren Jackson is going to be his perfect duo. And this team, the fact that this team can only go up from here is what I'm trying to say is the scariest part. This team barely missed the playoffs, and they can only go up from here. They're super fun to watch. They have it clicking. I'm really excited to watch this team. And if I had one trade, I would have them make, outside of the Rocco stuff, another hypothetical trade. I'd like to see them upgrade from Dylan Brooks to Buddy Hield. That's doable with the salary cap. They got the draft picks for it, and obviously Dylan Brooks is a solid upgrade. Dylan Brooks to Buddy Hield is a very solid upgrade. I think that gives them exactly what they need. Not the defense. I know I mentioned a ton in this video how they need defense, but that is just a great upgrade. Another option for Ja Morant, a real third option for this team, and that to me puts them over the hump to make the playoffs. Again, after this, they're going to be competing for a top 4 seed really every year. Maybe the year after this, they won't be competing for a top 4 seed, but they'll be locked in the playoffs. This team is dangerous, guys. Watch out for them. If you want to see your team up next, you comment down below and I'll get it for you. I promise you guys. I reply to all the comments. Make sure you leave your thoughts. I love replying to your guys' comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.